fuck off, or you're going to jail. I made myself clear. We're done. Please. I'm asking you nicely.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, a routine welfare check on a possible drunk driver, a drunk trucker at the Costco parking lot, turned into a homicide scene inside of the cab of a semi-truck. A smashed window, a erratic driver who wouldn't get out, and a woman already gone, laying just feet behind the driver's seat. It's crazy. This is the case of Matthew Sydney Watley and his partner Candace Thompson. Shout out to the family and send my condolences. Truckers, we gotta talk about this one. What's good, y'all? It's Young Diesel. Tonight is not about clickbait. This is about how a routine call at a distribution center became a 40-year prison sentence, a life lost in the back of a truck, and some hard truths about domestic violence and mental health in this industry. The trucking industry is tough. Let's walk through what happened, and we need to learn from it because this is crazy. Frederick County, Maryland, a Costco distribution center, a security or a bystander called in. They said, there's a truck driver that looks intoxicated and he smashed out his own windows. Now for the cops, that's just supposed to be a welfare check. You think drunk, high, maybe just having a breakdown, maybe just tired, they don't know. So the officers show up and find the semi. Windows busted out, glass everywhere, driver still in the seat. This is Matthew Watley. They ask him to turn off his truck. He doesn't. They ask him to step out. He refuses. He's erratic. He's uncooperative. He's moving around, damaging more of the truck in the inside. At this point, the officers aren't just thinking, is he drunk? They're also thinking, if this truck he has moves, if he just decides to roll out, somebody dies. Escalation. So they try to de-escalate, talk him down, give commands over and over, but he keeps on resisting, tearing up the cab, and he also keeps ignoring them. Now they've got a running semi-truck in the distribution yard, a driver who won't listen, and no idea what's really going on inside the cab. It's crazy for police officers, for real. They discuss tactics. Do we spike the tires? Can he take off? Where's he going to go with all these people around these buildings? Like, what is he going to do? Eventually they deploy stop sticks to make sure he can't drive the truck and it can't be driven out. They keep giving him verbal commands. For the officers, up to this point, it's still, we've got non-compliant, possibly intoxicated driver, get him in the cuffs and get him help. Then, everything flips.
Hey! There's a dead body in here! Get out of the truck! Get out of the truck now! There's a body in here! Start EMS!
Once Watley is outside, they look in the cab. That's where they find Candace Thompson. Not sleeping, not unconscious from alcohol, already dead. Her injuries are deep, brutal, and clearly not from a fall or some random accident. They call medical, but there's nothing to save. In a matter of seconds, this went from a welfare check on a truck driver to a homicide scene in the back of a semi. It's crazy. The woman in that truck isn't just some random passenger. She's his domestic partner, and from New Jersey. And this wasn't their first violent incident together. Investigators dig into their history and find prior domestic violence arguments, abuse patterns. Prosecutors charged Watley with first-degree murder and second-degree murder. In court, he ends up pleading to second-degree murder and gets 40 years in prison. Maryland's max for the charge, only 40 years. I think it should be a life or a life. One life ended, one life effectively over, and a set of officers who thought they were answering a simple call, now stuck with the memory of pulling a body out of the truck. Let's keep it real, truckers. This industry can be very isolating. You're in that cab for weeks. Fights hit different when your whole life is in a box on wheels. Hours from home, nowhere to cool off. Guys, none of that excuses what happened at all. But it does mean we need to be honest. If you're one who loses control when you're angry, that's a ticking time bomb. Therapy, anger management, stepping away from the road for a while. It's better than a 40-year prison sentence and a family planning a funeral. If you're the one getting hurt, threatened, or controlled, guess what? It doesn't matter if it's in a truck, a motel, or back home. Domestic violence is real and it escalates. Please talk to someone you trust. Call a hotline, tell dispatch, tell a friend. You deserve to survive this job, not die in a sleeper cab. It's a very sad way to go. And for the law enforcement side, people think welfare checks are easy calls. They're not. You can go from check on a drunk driver to secure a homicide scene in the time it takes to open a truck door. Guys, these officers will carry that night with them for the rest of their careers. And so what do we take from this? Welfare checks are serious. Red flag behavior means something deeper is often going on. Domestic violence doesn't stay behind closed doors. It follows you on the road. If you're a driver watching this and you see yourself in either side of this story, please just don't click away and move on to the next video. Reach out, get help, and don't let your rig become a crime scene. I'm Young Diesel. Stay safe, protect your CDL, and protect the people in your life. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.